Are you still putting everyone else first, even after 65? If you've ever felt drained from always saying yes, this video is your wake-up call. After 65, your health, peace, and dignity aren't just valuable. They're non-negotiable. In today's video, we'll uncover 7 powerful things you should never sacrifice. No matter how much you love someone, backed by real stories, and packed with elderly wisdom, this guide will help you reclaim control of your time, energy, and well-being. Stay until the end for one insight that could change how you live your golden years. For good? Let's get started. Thing 1, your health and physical well-being. There's a quiet bravery in putting your health first, especially when you've spent a lifetime putting others before yourself. After 65, your body becomes your most honest companion. It tells you when it's tired, when it needs movement, when it craves rest, and when something just isn't right. And yet too many older adults push past those signals in the name of helping someone else, accommodating requests, or simply not wanting to seem selfish. But here's what's true. If your health declines, everything else around you does too. Harold, 78, used to babysit his great-grandchildren twice a week. It brought him joy, but it also exhausted him. He didn't want to disappoint his daughter, so he said yes, even when his back hurt, even when he wasn't sleeping well, even when his energy started to dwindle. Eventually, it caught up to him in the form of a small fall. And that was his wake-up call. He realized that being kind didn't mean ignoring himself. So now he helps, but only when he feels strong, rested, and able. And the beautiful part? His family still loves him, and they understand. Because when you communicate your limits with honesty, people who care about you will listen. There is nothing noble about wearing yourself down to prove your love or loyalty. In fact, there's something much more powerful about saying, I want to be there for you, but I also need to be there for myself. Your medical appointments matter. Your quiet mornings matter. Your choice to walk instead of drive or nap instead of push through is not weakness, it's wisdom. It's the earned right to treat your body like something sacred. You're not letting anyone down by protecting your health. You're showing them what it means to value life. And sometimes the most loving thing you can do is model self-care to the people who are watching. When they see you taking care of yourself, they learn how to do the same. Your well-being sets the tone for everything else. Don't trade it for convenience. Don't give it away for guilt. It's yours. Keep it, guard it, honor it. Thing 2, your personal boundaries. There comes a point in life when you realize that your time, your energy, and your presence are no longer things to be handed out freely. They are gifts. After 65, every hour becomes more precious, and every moment of peace is worth protecting. And yet, one of the most difficult lessons to learn is how to say no without feeling guilty. Whether it's a family member asking for a favor, a friend overstepping with advice, or someone assuming you're always available, the pressure to accommodate can feel endless. But the truth is, your boundaries are not rude, they're necessary. Evelyn, 74, had always been the one everyone called when they needed something. A ride to the store, a place to stay, a listening ear, and while she cherished her role in the lives of others, she often ignored her own needs in the process. It wasn't until she started feeling drained, emotionally and physically, that she began to understand the cost. So she started small, turning her phone off during her morning coffee, saying not today when she didn't have the energy, and politely declining invitations that didn't bring her joy. And something unexpected happened. Instead of pulling away, the people around her began to respect her more. They saw her as someone who loved deeply, but who also knew her limits. Boundaries are not walls. They are doors with locks. They allow you to decide who and what gets in. And after 65, you've earned the right to be selective. Not everyone who wants your time deserves it. Not every conversation needs your opinion. Not every family emergency is yours to fix. You can care without rescuing. You can listen without absorbing. And you can love without sacrificing your peace. Learning to honor your own boundaries is one of the most empowering shifts you can make. It's not about being cold, it's about being clear. It's about preserving your spirit, your health, and your energy for the things that truly matter. And when people push back, it's not your job to fix their discomfort. It's your job to stay rooted in what's right for you, because peace once earned is too valuable to give away. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Thing 3, your peace of mind. There is something profoundly sacred about peace. Real, quiet, inner peace. After a lifetime of rushing, worrying, and giving yourself to others, protecting your mental and emotional calm because not just important, it becomes essential. And yet it's astonishing how quickly that peace can be disrupted when you let others' chaos become your own, their urgency, their drama, their need to involve you in things that stir up stress or steal your attention. It's like a storm you didn't ask to be caught in. But at 65 and beyond, you get to step out of the storm and choose calm instead. Roger, 81, had always been the mediator in his family. Every argument, every tension, every sibling disagreement, he stepped in, hoping to smooth it over. But over time, he began to notice how drained he felt afterward. The emotional toll wasn't worth it. So he made a quiet decision to stay available, but not entangled. Now when he gets those phone calls, he listens with care, but he doesn't jump in. He offers perspective, not solutions. He keeps his peace, and in doing so, he models it for others. You don't have to attend every argument you're invited to. You don't have to explain your choices to people who are committed to misunderstanding them. And you don't have to absorb the moods, fears, or projections of others just because you're nearby. Peace of mind is your resting place, your anchor, your home. And protecting it may mean walking away from everything, turning off the news, declining invitations, or simply giving yourself permission to do nothing. There is strength in stillness. There is clarity in silence. And when you prioritize your peace, everything else becomes easier to manage. Your health improves, your thoughts become clearer, and your relationships grow deeper. Because you're not reacting to everything, you're choosing what deserves your attention. And the older you get, the more valuable that choice becomes. After all these years, you've earned the right to a mind that rests, a heart that's unburdened, and a life that feels gentle. That kind of peace isn't selfish. It's wise, it's powerful, and, most importantly, it's yours to protect. Thing 4, your time for personal passions. After 65, your time for personal passions, hobbies, dreams, or quiet joys becomes a sacred gift, not to be sacrificed for others' demands. These pursuits fuel your spirit and identity. Take 72-year-old Clara, who loved writing poetry, but stopped to prioritize family needs. Resuming her craft brought renewed purpose. Protect this time by scheduling it like an appointment. Ask, what lights me up? Thing 5, your financial security. Money may not buy happiness, but after 65, it certainly buys freedom. Freedom to say no, to live comfortably, to get the care you need, and to enjoy the life you've worked hard to build. Yet for many older adults, there's an unspoken pressure to give financially, especially to loved ones. Maybe a child is struggling, maybe a grandchild needs help with college, maybe someone hints that you don't need it anyway. But your savings, your pension, your nest egg, those aren't extra. They are your shield, your safety, your future. Marilyn, 76, had always been generous with her children. Birthdays, holidays, even rent payments in emergencies. She never hesitated, but as time went on, she began dipping into her retirement funds more often. One day she realized she was starting to worry about her own bills, her own health costs, her own needs. That worry was new, and it felt like a warning. So she sat down, reviewed her finances, and made changes. She didn't stop giving altogether. She just started giving within her means. And most importantly, she stopped giving out of guilt. Your financial well-being is not a community fund. It's not a community portal. It's the result of years, decades of hard work, sacrifices, and smart decisions. And now it's what allows you to sleep at night, to pay for what matters, and to say yes to experiences you might have once postponed. Giving is beautiful, but giving at the cost of your own security, that's a price too high to pay. It's okay to say, I can't help with that right now. It's okay to say, I need to make sure I'm taken care of first. And it's absolutely okay to protect what you've built, even if it disappoints someone else. Because no one else is going to pay for your medication, your housing, your peace of mind. That's your job now, and it's one worth doing with care and confidence. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 5 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Thing 6. Your self-respect and dignity. There's a quiet kind of power that comes with age. It's not about being poor, forceful, or proving yourself. It's about knowing who you are and standing by it, no matter what. And yet, even after 65, it's easy to feel the pull of people-pleasing, especially when you love those around you. You might find yourself agreeing just to avoid conflict, staying silent to keep the peace, or tolerating disrespect because it's not worth the trouble. But your dignity is always worth it, and your self-respect is never up for negotiation. Thomas, 84, had a neighbor who constantly made snide remarks about his age. Still trying to mow your lawn? Or, don't you think it's time to slow down? It started as jokes, but over time, it chipped away at how Thomas felt. He didn't want to be rude, but he also didn't want to feel small. One day, he simply said, "I take pride in what I do, and I definitely do." That moment changed everything. The neighbor backed off, and Thomas stood a little taller, not because he won an argument, but because he defended himself. You don't need to explain your choices to anyone who cocks them. You don't need to apologize for being independent, opinionated, or quiet. And you certainly don't need to tolerate disrespect in the name of harmony. Your life experience, your values, and your boundaries deserve to be honored. If someone can't respect them, that's a reflection of them, not you. The older you get, the more you realize that dignity isn't about status or reputation. It's about how you carry yourself when no one is watching. It's about not letting others determine your worth, and it's about remembering every single day that you are enough, just as you are. Respecting yourself sets the tone for how others treat you, and if someone pushes you to compromise that, it's okay to step back. You've earned the right to be heard too, with kindness, treated with fairness, and seen with clear eyes. Never let anyone take that from you. Thing 8. Your freedom to choose how you live. At this stage of life, your choices should feel like yours, not based on obligation, not shaped by pressure, and certainly not dictated by someone else's expectations. After 65, your days are yours to design. Whether that means sleeping in or waking early, spending time with people or embracing solitude, moving to a new town or staying exactly where you are, your preferences matter. Your desires are valid, and your freedom to choose how you live each day is one of the most valuable things you own. Joanne, 79, had always dreamed of living near the coast, but she stayed in the city for years, close to her children, close to routines, close to what felt familiar. Then one day, after a particularly long winter and a conversation that left her feeling invisible, she asked herself a question she hadn't dared to ask in decades. What do I want? That question led her to pack up and move to a quiet beach town 2 hours away. Now she spends her mornings walking along the shore, walking in the sun, and chatting with neighbors she chose. And the best part? Her family still visits, but now they come to her on her terms, in her space. In a life she chose, you don't need to justify your preferences. You don't need to wait for permission. Whether you want to travel, simplify your space, stop attending events you no longer enjoy, or try something completely new, it's your right. You've lived enough years being everything to everyone. Now it's your turn to be true to yourself. And if someone challenges your choices or tries to guilt you into changing them, remember this. Loving someone doesn't mean living for them. You can love fully without sacrificing your freedom. In fact, when you live honestly, when you wake up and do what feels right for you, you become more present, more joyful, more alive. And that presence is the greatest gift you can offer. You are not here to be managed. You are not here to be molded. You are here to live freely, boldly, and authentically. That freedom is not a luxury, it's a birthright. And it's never too late to claim it. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 6 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. You've spent decades giving. Now it's time to protect what matters most. From your health to your self-respect, these 7 things aren't selfish to guard. They're essential to living a longer, freer, more joyful life after 65. Which part spoke to you the most? Share your story in the comments. It could inspire someone else today. Like this video, hit subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss an update. We'll be back soon with more wisdom to help you age with strength, grace, and purpose. Until then, choose yourself without guilt.